School. I'm your science teacher. We are learning chapter 11, work and energy. Now, let me reframe again a little more for you. We were learning energy. So, as what I told you, life is impossible without energy. The demand for energy is increasing every day. And sun is the biggest natural source of energy. Sun is the biggest natural source of energy. Now, as what I said, what is energy? It is a capacity of an object to do work is called energy. The capacity of an object to do work is called energy. And energy is measured in which unit? The energy is measured in joule, right? Energy is measured in joule. And what do you mean by that thing? When 1 joule of work is done, so basically you require 1 joule of energy to do 1 joule of work. Now kilojoule. Kilojoule can be done as 1000 joule. 1 kJ equals to 1000 joule. So K means kilo and kilo means 1000. Now we are going to see is different forms of energy. Now you must be learn about wind energy, tidal energy, sun energy, electrical energy. But what energy we are learning is these 3 types of energy we are going to learn. One is kinetic energy, other is potential energy, and the last is mechanical energy. Right, mechanical energy, and the last is mechanical energy. Okay. So this 3 type of energy we are going to learn: potential energy, kinetic energy, and mechanical energy. There are some more energies also: heat energy, chemical energy, electrical energy, light energy, as what you saw. But what we are going to learn right now or today is about potential energy, mechanical energy, kinetic energy. Now, the first thing what we are going to learn is called kinetic energy. Now kinetic energy, if we talk, what is kinetic energy, right? So the first thing I want to tell you, kinetic energy means everything which is in motion, possesses kinetic energy. Everything, right? For example, the earth is moving around the sun. If you throw something, right, uh, anything, right, your car is moving, your bike is moving, anything which is moving, so whatever which is moving possesses kinetic energy, right? So objects in motion possesses energy, and we call this energy as kinetic energy. Clear? For example, a falling coconut, a speeding car, everything, a rolling stone, a flying aircraft, flowing water, blowing wind, an athlete is running, all this possesses kinetic energy. And kinetic energy is the energy possessed by an object due to its motion. So energy possessed due to its motion, we call that energy as kinetic energy. And kinetic energy of an object increases with speed. If your speed is increases, your kinetic energy have already increased. That is the reason the kinetic energy came into existence. Now kinetic energy also equal to the work done. Now what does that mean, right? Whatever kinetic energy you use, that is equal to the work done by an object. So let us derive an equation for the same. Consider an object whose initial velocity is u, right? Consider an object whose mass is m, whose initial velocity is u, okay. Now let's say you have applied some force on an object, capital F. So object started moving, so let's say the final velocity is v, Now here if you see, this object is stationary when it start. So this is stationary. Okay, so I can say the initial velocity is 0 meter per second. Understood what I am saying? As it is stationary, it is 0. Again I repeat. Suppose there is an object whose mass is m, which is stationary. Now when you apply force, it will become in motion, right? It will be in motion. So the final velocity will be v. Now according to Newton's equations of motions, we said v square minus u square is equal to 2as. So here we put u is equal to 0. We put u as 0. So what do you get? We get v square is equal to 2as. Okay. So v square upon 2 is equal to as. Understood what I have written so far? V square is equal to as. Okay. Now what we can say is, now you know W is equal to force into displacement. We know W is equal to force into displacement. Now force is what? M into A, ma, according to Newton's second law of motion. So it will become m into as. Now this as from here I will put here. So m is equal to, instead of as, what I do? V square upon 2. So this work what we get, that is nothing but that is called kinetic energy. This is called kinetic energy, that is called half mv square. So this work, right, whatever work is done on an object, what work is done on an object? You applied force and the object started its motion. So you know work is what? Force into displacement. So basically you did work. That work, that is equal to the energy possessed by an object. So understood, work is done on an object, that is equal to the kinetic energy possessed by an object. And what is the formula we got? We got K is equal to, right, kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. This is the equation of kinetic energy. So basically kinetic energy depend upon two things. What is that? One is mass and other is velocity. One is mass and other is velocity. Are you getting what I am trying to say? Let us show you in our textbook. See, let us express the equation, the kinetic energy in the equation form. Now consider an object whose initial velocity is u and whose mass is m. Okay. Now you X force on it, so the displacement will be this. So according to work done, W is equal to F into S. Now the change in a velocity happens, so basically the acceleration comes into consideration. Now we know according to Newton's according to equations of motion, V square minus U square is equal to 2as. So S is equal to this thing. Now when you put your value, W is equal to half mv square. This is an ideal situation when your object is not stationary. So when your object is not stationary, you will get equation like W is equal to half mv square minus U square. But if your object is stationary, right, at that place your W is equal to half mv square, and that we call it as kinetic energy. See, the work done is equal to the kinetic energy of an object. So hence we get the kinetic energy as Ek. What do you call Ek? Energy, right? Kinetic energy. So basically we write this as, right, we write this as Ek. Ek. This K is small, right? So that K gives you kinetic energy. Fine. So Ek is equal to half mv square. Hope you understood what I am trying to say. This is the kinetic energy of, this is the kinetic energy possessed by an object when you apply force F on it. Okay. So it's very simple, and but this equation, deriving of equation is really important. You just have to put it in, frame it in a proper manner. Fine. I hope you understood what I have shown you today. Just go through it properly And if you have any query, you can feel free to ask me. Thank you so much.